France in white serving, Brazil in yellow receiving. This the final of the 2017 FIVB World League here in Curitiba. And the roar tells you all you need to know as Brazil take the opening point. Wallace on the back attack, getting the better of Cleveland. France, though, undeterred, bounced straight back. Pep is going to have a big part to play for this team, but it's not a one-man show, that's for sure. It is a good unit that Chile has put together. They all play for each other. The question for France is how well are they going to be able to deal with the serving of Brazil. If they can handle Brazil's serve and get their middle running, well, that's not the best of sets, as Leroux doesn't find a way through. Another chance here. Oh, brilliant! Brazil equal to it, and eventually France have the point, but already Maurizio will now serve. France, no doubt, are going to come after Brazil, so particularly in this opening set. France having to weather not only the might of the Brazilian team, but also the 20,000 fans here. Letting their volleyball doing the talking as Boyer gets that one away. Nice ball in from Lucarelli. And a great swing cross court. He means business. France has scored a point, it goes very quiet. France will be hoping they can keep this place as quiet as possible. Nice work by Brazil into transition again. But a good read by Chinanese, the youngest player on court, and he puts it down as well. Born in 1998, 18 years of age, playing in a World League final against the Olympic champions. Making it look like he's been around for a while. Woo! Good up by Cleveland. Is blocked. A rather premature roar, but in the end it worked out okay for Brazil as they level the scores. Once again, Stéphane Boyer places volleyball for Chaumont in France. giving as good as they get at the moment in these opening exchanges, as you might expect. Certainly not overawed by the occasion. Lucarelli with a bread and butter swing through the outside. Brazil were waiting for that. Maurizio didn't have to do anything. He wasn't even paying attention to Leroux, just waiting to see if there was going to be a pipe attack. And he closes that gap with Maurizio. Good lead by France. Thought better of it. First technical timeout, just 1 point separating the teams. It's Brazil with the slender lead. Football stadium here in Curitiba with the roof over the top. Engapet doing what he does best. Lucio going too wide. Lucas going with him, and that opened up the cross-court angle. Goes back to the serving line. Been playing his volleyball in Brazil this season for Sessi, but the news is he's off to Medina next season, where he'll be linking up once again with Engapet. Lipe, who's injured, not playing here for Brazil, will also is off to Sessi, and he'll be joined by William, who is leaving Sada Cruzeiro. So the Superliga in Brazil has just got very interesting. Sada Cruzeiro's dominance will now be potentially waning. Lucas puts that one away. Wallace, who left Cruzeiro a season or two ago, plays for Tobal. Maurizio taking his time, getting himself set. No equal to the serve. What a swing from Boyer. Not sure, without looking at the replay, whether he went over the top or to the side of Lucarelli. Got a feeling he went to the side and just blasted it down the line. This is the fans' view. This is where nice blocking by Cleveland, getting in tight on Wallace. Good up from Bruno. That's a lovely play from Maurizio. Brilliant from Brazil. Maurizio got in early, got himself set, got his bearings perfect. A reverse dig set out wide for Lucarelli, who was able to go off the block and away. Unfortunately, though, while the ball hadn't hit the floor, Lucarelli's touched the net. So it'll be Boyer to serve. Is spared by Grebenikov, and that one is going to be France's point. A combination of maybe a block touch, but definitely a net touch, as Lucarelli was smashed into by Souza. Was asking the referee, what? I didn't touch the net. No, you didn't. You just smacked Lucarelli into it. The ball was still in play. It hadn't hit the floor before the net touch came. Ball square again. Such a stable set from Bruno, hanging in the air for Lucarelli to do with as he pleased. This time Cleveland finds a way through. He was blocked last time out. He went for the pipe. Nobody near him that time. Lucarelli again. He's flying. Bruno knows it. Bruno keeps going to him. Serve. They had to react really quickly, and even though it was an excellent serve, the quality of the pass allowed France to let Larue loose through the middle. Maurizio creating some space for himself.
Maurício Borges atacando pela entrada de rede. Ponto do Brasil.
Now it's Souza to serve. On to the baseline. They may challenge. There's no touch, but there could be a challenge coming as to ball in, ball out. Oh, it is out. And there will be a challenge. First unforced error potentially. And it looks like Brazil will take the lead at 15-14. Indeed they will. Communication issues for France. No issues though for Brazil. They hit the second technical timeout, leading by 2.
E agora é o seguinte, hora da gente aparecer no telão, fazendo bloqueio. Pra cima e casa bloque!
Lucarini veut bloquer diagonale. D'accord? Borges, lui, il tape très fort pour la ligne, ok? Mais Lucarini, prenons le risque. Et il faut le bloquer, il faut le défendre diagonale. Le non-bloqueur, ça sert à rien, on a le temps d'aller sur la fin. Bora! Anda de longe, vem daqui. Chega a mão, deixa a linha. Passo que vem da rede, mantém a linha. Beleza? Vamos fazer isso? Passo que vem de longe, mantém.
Essa é a de casa, a gente caça a energia das palmas. Vamos junto, DJ!
Trouble for France. Engapeth keeps it in play. Free ball here for Brazil. Chance to go 3 ahead. Good dig from Boyer. Now it's Brazil who are struggling slightly. Well, no, they're not at all, are they? Wallace gets that under the armpits of Boyer and clips him as he goes by. Good work, Engapeth. Good chase. And he has hit Boyer and gone out of play. Kept quiet. Engapeth, left-handed, right-handed, doesn't really matter. He can still make something happen. To within 1. Again, ignoring the boos, ignoring the whistles, but not able to ignore the fact his serving isn't up to what we usually expect of him. The unforced errors are the difference between the two teams, and it's giving Brazil a cushion. So much so, timeout has been called by France.
Elle est belle, hein, il faut qu'on accélère là, il faut qu'on soit prêt pour tout les gars. Allez, 2-3 détails et on revient, 2-3 détails et on revient. On est là pour s'aider, pour venir vite. Faites travailler au service, faites travailler au service. Soyez patients, on a les meilleures lignes.
Les gars, ensemble, on y allait.
Allez.
With a trusty swing off the block and away. judges will think, yep, we did that. As Leroux misses his mark. See why Clevenot's got the nod ahead of Liniel. He's a bit taller, hits a bit harder, and causing a few more problems for Brazil. Oh, incredibly, Lucarelli's got that down in front of France's block. Look at him on his knees, gets up, gets out, and throws it into the block, which was still moving and hadn't sealed the net. Solid from Clevenot. So a couple of subs being made as Boyer and Toniutti go off. And on comes Antoine Brizard to set. And Thibaut Rossard to block. But he's unable to do that. Wallace, huge serve from Wallace. Huge block from Bruno and Souza. Massive from Souza. Wallace again. Good lead by France. More changes for France. Liniel coming in to serve. Shinanisi getting a break. Oh, what a pickup by Tiales. And the block out works as Lucarelli gets out of the way, matrix style, and it's set point now for Brazil. That's an amazing pickup. Tiales will take the credit for that. And somehow, whoa, nearly hit his hand. Somehow Lucarelli gets out of the way. Changes for Brazil, but not until France have put their double substitution back. Toniuti's on, Boyer is on. And coming into the action, Raphael. And also in at the net, Renan, the tallest player in this final. Lucarelli just keeps it in play. Or does he? No. Goodness me, just when they wanted it. Perhaps to get it done from the block. So the double substitutions are going to be reversed. Acts as a kind of a delay for Toniutti, who's got to wait for that to happen. And 3 set-point opportunities here for Brazil. Great ball in from Lucarelli. It's not coming back, that's it, it's set over. Brazil take the first set, 25-21. Well, they're just arguing, are they? Well, the ball hits the camera, it's part of play, it's out, that's in court, it's part of the fixtures and fittings. But something's happened, they've actually overturned it, so France will play again. Third time lucky, they are. And now Brazil take the set, 25-21. So France made 8 errors, but that should be on the other side, and Brazil made 6, which are France's points. So too many errors by France. That's the accuracy, pretty good so far for France, and even better for Brazil. Away we go with the second set. Brazil with the serve, leading 1-0 in this World League final here in Curitiba. And Chinanese, the youngest man on court, puts the ball away for the first point. Boyer. Good pass from Lucas. Well, there's swing hitting, and then there's middle hitting off of the pass. Can't go wrong with passing middle hitters. Brilliant work from Lucas Setkamp. Cialis held his ground. Couldn't direct the ball back to any of his teammates. Maurizio is shut down. The combination of Chinanese and Engapet. So France off to a very quick start in this second set. That'll be a net touch by Wallace. Well, this is not the start that Brazil wanted in set two, and Del Zotto will call a timeout here, surely. And indeed he has. Classic Lucas. Middle hitter who always looking at the last third of court when there's a block in front of him. Well, it's gone down the front of Lucas on the side of Brazil. There was a roar for a moment. Even Renan Del Zotto thought that may well have been their point. In fact, it's gone out, hasn't it? It has come back the other side, but gone out of play. Chinanese not at all phased by being in this competition. And then it's a block out from Engapet and a 5-point lead here for Brazil. Engapet has to improvise. Oh, good reactions by Toniutti. Wallace. And he gets the block out. And Brazil start to believe, perhaps. Really good chases from Boyer. Great reactions from Toniutti. But ultimately, it's Brazil who take the point, as Wallace looks for the block out and gets it. Everyone's screaming for a double touch, and it wasn't given. Mostly the fans, and also the coach. There's that rolled up cleave note. And then the set was made by Engapet and put away by Boyer. So, into the technical timeout, France with a healthy lead. Wallace again. He's got his head on, as Wallace, his smart head on, not trying to hit everything. Twice now he's looked for the block out and got it. But the unforced errors are what cost France in set one. They made them right at the end of the set. There's about 3 in a row, which really affected them psychologically. Well, just a few creeping in now, which means that Brazil, who were a long way back in this set, are getting that little bit closer. Ace serve, Wallace, crowd go crazy. Brazil 2 behind. Right in between Grebennikov and Klivno. This time Grebennikov is onto it. Good dig by Maurizio, and again! Shoving his chest in the way. Lucarelli, though, is shut down. That was tight to the net. And Engapeth blocking out at position 2 instead of at position 4. They decided quick shuffle. It worked wonders. Boyer middle blocking, Engapeth blocking at 2, and Leroux blocking at 4. Although Engapeth can't back it up. But this set has just got very interesting once again, as France go through a bit of a rocky patch. Good lead by Grebennikov. Bruno and Engapeth having a little bit of a chat through the net. Bruno is asking for the touch. Bruno and Engapeth, clubmates in Medina season before last, will be clubmates again next season. Well, Maurizio didn't know where that had gone once he'd hit it, and then it was just too tight to the net, too difficult for Wallace, who was covering, to bring it back into play. Great work from Boyer, reaching way into Brazil territory, and now France have restored their 5-point lead. Timeout called by the home side. Leroux. Excellent serve from Leroux. Well, it's a quality set from Toniutti, but Boyer's put a little too much on it. And so despite that excellent serve from Leroux, it's Brazil who'll take the point, courtesy of the unforced error. Wonderful play from France. Everybody going with the first tempo attack, particularly Lucas, and as soon as he's done that, that opens up the gap for Engapeth, who actually then cut back over Bruno. Wallace responds in kind for Brazil. An instant side out and a chance to try and get back at the French team. Clevenot gets the wipe. It's a passionate crowd here, as you might expect, making plenty of noise for the home team. They find themselves getting further behind in this set. Almost as if Lucas jumped too early, and the ball was quite high, wasn't zipped into him quickly enough. Nice work by Clevenot. That look should have, well, of course, maybe for another double touch against Engapeth, but nothing doing. Well, Wallace took his hands out of the way. Perhaps he thought it was going out, so didn't make the block. Tianes couldn't bring it back. Timeout called by Brazil. But it's not a timeout. We've actually reached the technical timeout. And it is a massive lead here for France. There's a real change of kind of rhythm when players go up, they get set, and at this level, then unload on the ball. You can hear it all the way up here in the commentary position as Wallace unloaded on that ball. And now Maurizio with the serve. There's still a big lead for France. They'll not be worrying just yet. More often than not, you're going to miss on the sideline if you don't hit through the middle of the ball. You hit to what is 9 o'clock when you're on the right-hand side. You're putting a spin on the ball that's going to take it away from the court. Engapeth tidies up. As a quick look up to the scoreboard confirms they still have a big lead and they're still on course to levelling the match. Oh, Lucarelli did so well with that ball. That was tight. He got square onto the net, was able to get the spike away without touching the net as well. But at the moment, it's token gestures from Brazil. They're siding out okay, but nothing's happening for them from the serving line. And still, nothing is happening. Toniutti. France were keeping an eye on that as Brazil looked to run a double quick in front and behind. But unfortunately, as Wallace tries to miss Ngapeth, finds the net. Toniuti once again. There was absolutely nowhere for Wallace to go that time. Leroux doubling up on him with Ngapeth. Down it goes. Not a question of if, but when France take this set and level the match now. Change is coming. Renan is in and Rafael is in. And it's not even as if it's a double substitution to keep the setter in the back row. This is just a change of personnel, like for like. That will do very nicely. Renan making his presence felt immediately. A towering spike from Renan. He now goes into the front row along with Lucarelli and Souza as Rafael gets ready to serve. That was unlucky. Brazil putting a block up but not getting hands into French territory. That's why the ball didn't come back. That was very nicely played. Toniuti, little reverse set to the pipe. It has all gone quiet here at the end of Baixada. Those of you watching, supporting France will be absolutely delighted with the way that they have come out and responded in this second set after losing the first. Not fazed by what's going on and just getting better and better. And Brazil have no answer. 10 points down. This is a real drubbing. You get the feeling there's not even enough points left in this set for Brazil to get any kind of momentum to take into the next. A couple of side-outs required by France, and it's job done. That means the likes of, well, Lucarelli has got to get a good run of points going. That's not a bad way to try and make it happen. But that's clever from Clevenot, a roll to the line, catching Brazil out. It's now set point for France. Fans aren't that happy at the moment. Certainly not the Brazilian ones. French ones will be delighted. Lucarelli saves the first set point. Souza with the serve. Eder has come in for Maurizio, just extra height at the net in a last gasp effort for Brazil here. And that's it, the ball goes out. Good lead from France. They take the second set, 25-15. It's 1-1 here in this gold medal match. rates were lower than the last set. France, though, with 6 blocks. 6 blocks. That's not an error. That is huge. We get some fascinating information now due to the challenge system and the cameras they have around. They're able to plot all sorts of things and come up with some great stats where the ball goes. There's real-time tracking of the ball, so they know exactly where it's landed, which ones have been successful, which ones haven't. Set 3 is up and running. Leroux with the serve for France. It's an ace serve start for France. That's a top serve. Leroux once again. Maurizio deals with it. And puts it away by going back at Leroux. Chin and easy, straight into the big paws of Lucas. That's a monster block from Lucas. Chance here for Brazil. Lucarelli. France have the point. Wasn't the best of sets from Ngapet, as he looked like he was going to hit it, but it was a bit low out wide. Well, Lucas thought he was going to do that, and that's off of the block of Wallace and into the antenna. Boyer. That was thrown too far in front. One of the questions that was being asked before the start of this final was how well could France deal with the serving of Brazil? And there you have your answer. Nice touch from Clevenot. Ngapeth's got it under control. But it's Brazil on the front foot attacking. Oh, unforced error, Lucarelli. France's persistence pays off. Oh, brilliant from Toniutti. He's front court, he jumped, nobody went with him. The simplest of plays from Ben Toniutti. Oh, big swing this time from Lucarelli. Brazil it is who appear to be struggling with France's serving at the moment. Brazil have only really used the middles in transition when they've got the ball from defence into attack. Been rarely used in straight side out. Bruno tries to go straight back and do the same thing Toniutti did. Hasn't quite worked. And France take the point. Nice work by Boyer. Engapeth recycling. And then Boyer getting the block out. An easy serve. Wallace fired up, puts it away. Just looking at that last timeout. It made for interesting viewing, didn't it? It didn't look as if the players were paying much attention to Renan. I'm sure they were. Looks can be deceiving. He certainly responded well enough, though, off the back of the timeout, taking the point. Lucarelli now with the serve. This will be sent wide for Engapeth to work some magic, and he has done off the block and away. Technical timeout, France lead in this enthralling gold medal match here in Curitiba, the FIVB World League final. Quality from Engapeth. Leroux did well not to touch the net. And Engapeth just battering it off the block. Taxi for Grivenikov. Point for France. Oh, Engapeth again, tooling the Brazilian block, getting it off of Bruno. It's almost as if Brazil have done their homework, but so too have France here, and France seem to know what Brazil are doing. They're lining up their blocks brilliantly, they're getting in good positions in defense, and they've opened up another big lead. So Wallace just hits it even harder. And he's an unhappy chappie. That'll leave a mark. It's the case of just give it to Engapeth. He'll make something happen. Another belter from Wallace. Finds the gap between the block brilliantly, working the seam. And he's in a rich vein of form at the moment, Wallace. 2 big spikes in a row from him. And Leroux gets the better of Lucas. Well, that may have been going long. Now Brazil are on the back foot. Transition play for France. Clevenot, block out. Just out. Didn't catch any hands. There might be a challenge coming. Fabrizio Pasquale, the first referee from Italy, is communicating to the challenge team. Didn't touch the block, and Brazil didn't touch the net. Brazil, though, still 4 points away from France in this set. Engapeth did very well. Hit the ball, stayed on his own side. Smashing that into Tiales. So Bruno finds Lucas. It's been a while. And Eder is going to come in for Souza. Big red. One middle blocker for another. Good touch by Brazil. There could be an opportunity here. Engapeth fronting up and taking on Lucarelli. Bruno now out of the play. Lovely set from Maurizio. Great up by Grebenikov. Another chance here for Brazil. And now they have the point. But what a dig that was from Grebenikov. And Brazil not giving up, not giving in. And they take the point. That's brought the crowd to life. Lucas. Unforced error, France. Brazil getting closer. Tilly's going to call a timeout to try and slow things down and calm things down.
Continuer à appeler courte avant, comme ça, pour fixer, libérer la paille et derrière. Ok, beaucoup ça, parce que sinon ils attendent. Allez, les gars.
C'est dur, on tient, les gars, on tient.
On veut les balles, on veut les balles, on veut les balles, encore plus. Allez, les gars.
Então agora a gente vai
Grebenikov gets in the way of it. But Klivno gets the block out. And that's a big point for France. That could have been a one-point game, and now France have opened up a three-point lead. And frustrating Brazil in the process. Well, just a little bit too low at the moment. The setting by Bruno out wide, and it's giving France opportunities to make blocks. And it's Toniutti who shuts down Lucarelli. As you'd expect Lucarelli to be able to go over the top of the French setter. Klivno. That's Wallace got. Controlled serve. Might well stay in play here. Ciales off and running. Lucarelli can't find the floor. No double touch, and it's off the block and away. And that was a lovely set from Chinanese, the youngster. Throws it up. Boyer hammers it down. will sail long. Brazil sided out. France find themselves in a similar position to the second set. They have a lead. They've engineered it themselves. They just need to hold on to it. I don't think they could quite believe that they took the second set by 10 points. They'll be happy with this 3-point lead at the moment if they can hold on to it. That's overpassed. Adair, though, deciding he didn't want to go and have a swing. That gives France time to set their block, and they take the point. Bruno maybe should have gone to Adair, because Leroux was off and running out wide anyway, and had Adair got it, he'd have had a free swing. Too late now, as Toniutti goes back to serve. Wallace is jumping out of the gym at the moment. He was way up there. They have absolutely no chance of stopping that. France finding themselves in an excellent position as Ngapet goes back to serve. 4-point lead. Brazil again on the back foot. Unforced error from Wallace. But a challenge is coming. The line judge had a long look and decided it was out. Brazil are going to challenge. It's in. First glimpse, it looked out. Brazil happy that they have the ability to challenge. Bruno. It ricochets around the French defense, but it doesn't come back. Is there a fight back on now for Brazil? Bruno with the serve. Cleave no. Oh no, Cleave no. Didn't have a block. And he's managed to put it in the net. Fair play to Lucas for getting all the way out there. Bruno again. Cleveland makes up for that last error. And it keeps France in front. Not quite as comfortable as it was, though, for Le Bleu. As Leroux goes back to serve, but he has caused trouble all night with his serving. He'll be looking to do it again. Not like that, though, he won't. Maurizio. Good change up from him, going with a jump float. And the ball out of play for Brazil. That's what the crowd wanted. Brazil on the cusp of getting level. France knowing that they just need to remain calm, concentrate on their side out. Good up by Bruno. Adair with an audacious set, and Brazil take the point to get level. What a set that was from Adair. Jump set out wide, and Wallace gets block out. Brilliant. Off the dig of Bruno, and then Adair with the set. Wallace with the put away. And now we have a game on our hands in this set. France calling the timeout. Well, if it wasn't exciting, it certainly is now. For the lead. Yes, they have it. Well, now things have turned around, and France making a substitution. Clevenot going off, Liniel coming in. He had been starting throughout this tournament. Reduced to a substitute for the final and required now. Well, the delay good enough to make things difficult perhaps for Lucas. It's a cacophony of noise now as Liniel goes to serve. He doesn't let that bother him. Well, Adair makes a mistake. He is prone to those errors over on that sideline, Adair. And there is going to be a challenge, is there? Oh, it's way out. Did it catch Chinanese as it went out, though? Was there a net touch?
No touch. Sì, sì, non ti preoccupare. Okay. It's no touch.
Oh, indeed, it was. The shirts touched the net. The shirt touched the net. Well, that looked like the shirt touched the net, didn't it? From that angle. And he's got away with it. Liniel again, France with the lead. High and wide to Wallace. And he makes sure that the point is Brazil's. And the Canadian team appreciating that one. Wallace with the serve. Oh, nice play by Wallace. Grebennikov with the dig. And again. And Engapeth with the windmill, getting the block out. Despite the best efforts of Brazil, it's France who take the point, France who have the lead. Well, they did have the lead. But now it's Lucarelli back to the serving line. Again, a thorn in the side of Brazil at the moment as it brings up set point for France. Toniuti won't even be able to hear himself think. Massive block for France, and they take the set and lead 2-1. Well, that's silenced everybody. Leroux just waited and waited and waited, and then pounced on Wallace. And it is France that lead this gold medal match. Blocks were equal, but it was France's attacking prowess that saw them through. Well, for the neutral, this is just what you wanted. For the French fans, it's exactly what you wanted. France leading 2-1 in this gold medal match here in Curitiba of the World League. 20,000 fans in willing Brazil on to victory, but right now they find themselves in a situation where they have to win this set to take it to a deciding fifth set. It'll be Maurizio to get things underway. And Brazil, who take the first point, courtesy of the unforced error. That one didn't quite come off for Maurizio. Adair keeps his place on court. Liniel's gone back off for France. Clevenot is in again as Lucas gets ready to serve. Big swing, Lucarelli. I think we've got another epic battle on our hands in this set. One where Brazil are going to really have to work hard to take it. Similarly, so are France. Oh, good up from Brendel. And Wallace hammers the ball away, and everyone straight in to congratulate Brendel on this magnificent dig. Good pick up, Maurizio, but nobody deep enough to stop that one from Engapet. France will have the side out. Lucarelli getting the better of Toniutti. Oh, it's a huge block. Bruno getting the better of Engapet this time. And celebrating with the fans. Free ball here. Oh, well kept in play by Grebennikov. But what a block that is from Adair. Adair, just a huge wall at the net. Lucarelli once again ready for the serve. It's another belter. Chance for 8-3 taken. Brazil bossing the opening exchanges of this fourth set, and this is a massive lead for them into the technical timeout. Really good work, Maurizio, legging it out wide, and off of a standing jump, getting block out. Boye not ready. Lucarelli. Oh, it's a huge serve. Well, Maurizio somehow contrives to make the error. Well, it's one of those ones where it was a massive serve, but it comes over the net in a horrible way for Brazil to actually make anything of it and have all options available, and then Maurizio makes a bit of a mess of it. Oh, that was really nice. Combination play just after Maurizio had made the mistake, comes straight back with a winning point for his team. Well, France have been up against it, haven't they, in this fourth set? Having to deal with the team on the other side of the net, having to deal with the noise from the crowd. And they just seem to let it creep in a little bit, but now they're making their way back into the set, potentially. Ngapet. But they now cannot get a hold of Wallace. Good up, Brendel again, he's made two important digs. Oh, ripper from Ngapet. That deserves a fist pump. He's hit this from about 4, maybe 5 meters off the net and put it on the floor. Brilliant from Ngapet. Was a little bit tight. Maurizio does well. Tiale's making a dig. That's another one that's tight, and too tight. Nothing Wallace could do. Good up by Leroux. Free ball, Maurizio in for Bruno. Options everywhere. And that is quality again. Lucarelli into the corner. Maurizio, this time it's the jump serve, and this time it hasn't troubled France. Ace serve for France. Oh, that was a cruel blow for Brazil. But it was hit hard enough by Boyer that it had the impetus to go into and over the net. And there's no chance of getting that one. Brazil called the timeout. Well, we were hoping for a spectacle, and we are getting that here at the Arena de Baixada for this World League final between Brazil and France. Lucarelli doing everything possible not to go under the net whilst that ball was still in play. As he gets the better of Toniutti, it's a good mismatch that when they've got it right has got them points. Lucarelli over Toniutti. Now Lucas with the serve. Might go to Lucarelli again. No, Wallace. Ball! Here comes the boom! Kaboom from Wallace. This is inside the 1 foot line. Incredible from Wallace. Yeah, I think he liked it. France didn't. Boyer, again, such a calm character. Boyer gets the block out. Toniutti keeping it simple, going to his nearest option. Can't imagine that Boyer will be playing in Chaumont for much longer. You get the feeling that the bigger clubs will be calling. It's Wallace with the serve. Quickly forget that, get ready for his back attack. Yeah, a little bit of scratching there to do for Laurent Tilly. This set not quite panning out as he would have liked. Well, he has the luxury of knowing that even if they lose this, they're going to go to a decider. Well, that's still in play. Oh, not any longer. That somehow stayed off the floor initially. Just came off of Maurizio, knew nothing about it. But it's Engapeth who gets the point. The youngster, Chinanisi. Is he feeling the pressure? Biggest stage that young man has ever played on. Lucarelli with his trademark pre-serve routine. Brazil need to remain calm. Don't want to let the stress of this occasion get to them. They have the lead. And they're keeping hold of it. They're there with that huge arm swing of his as he winds up on the ball. crunching it into Grebennikov. 0.25 of a second from impact to impact for Grebennikov to try and work out what's going on. Goodness me, these guys are superhuman.
Flottant, on balance dans la zone du libéro. D'accord? Comme ça. Agressif. À côté de lui dans la zone du libéro. Il commence à se cacher, les autres ils s'énervent, conservent sur lui. Les autres se maintiennent où vous voulez. Ok?
So off the back of the technical timeout, Adair gets the ball in play. Leroux hammers it down. France have the side out. Those of you supporting France right now, you have a whole gamut of emotions you must be going through. Just amazing. That should have been an ace winner for Ngapet. But Tiales watched it all the way. Gets the platform, shows the ball, and then a one-handed set to the middle from Bruno to Lucas, off the block and away, and somehow Brazil sided out. Well, Brazil are not making it easy for themselves or the fans with this raft of missed serves. Leroux. Maurizio, is he going to go with the jumper or the jump float? Little jump float this time. Just creeps over as well. It's a bit too tight, surely. And it's off the block and away. And Brazil take the point. And it's starting to look a little bit more like this is going to go Brazil's way. Good work by Lucarelli, getting that off Liniel and out. Deafening noise as Wallace reads this brilliantly and shuts down Liniel, and Clevenot's going to come back on for France. Just couldn't find the middle ground, Maurizio. First one clipped the net, second one out over the top of the baseline. Well, the perspiration will just take a little longer to clear up than normal because the players are all hot and sweaty, but the court and the arena is cold, so when they hit the floor, it's not evaporating. So it's very important that the volunteers make sure it's safe. Another big hit from Lucarelli. Another big point for Brazil as they edge closer to leveling the match. Bruno's been getting it right time after time now, high and wide to Lucarelli, and he's doing the business. And now Engapet is closed down. There is no way through for France at the moment. Despite the change in setter and bringing Antoine Brizard on, it's not changed France's fortunes, and a timeout has been called. That was a good effort from Eder, very nimble to get his hand under the ball. And it's Clevenot who takes the point. And now Clevenot with the serve. The ball in Maurizio. Lucarelli. Thibault knew not where that had gone. Right down in front of Rossard, and then he was still looking at it, his eyes closed as he played that. Brazil 2 points away from taking this into the tie-break. Nice work, Rossard puts it down. They're all edging towards Engapet. It was a good choice to go behind. Chinanisi missed his last serve with a jump float. Just about gets that one over. And that's an easy swing for Lucarelli. A warm-up hit cross court brings up set point now for Brazil. The 20,000 fans are on their feet as Lucarelli prepares to serve. The noise is growing and growing. The anticipation, the expectation. That's a wonderful pass. And that expectation, that anticipation will go on for a little bit longer as Engapet finds a way through. Rossard with the serve. Eder gets it off the block. Brazil take the set. The match is levelled. We're going into the decider. The first of 15 to take gold here at the FIVB World League final.
jogo da Liga Mundial de Vôlei 2017, indo para o tiebreak, o set decisivo, o set que é disputado em apenas 15 pontos. Ao contrário dos 4 sets anteriores, onde a gente tem a necessidade de 25 pontos para fechar o set, o tiebreak é disputado em apenas 15. Por isso, desde já, eu convido cada um de vocês. Segura aí, gente. Segura.
Confirmation of the scores for you. Brazil taking the first, France taking the next 2, Brazil taking the 4th. And now we have this race to 15, a roll of the dice, potentially. Brazil with 4 blocks in that set and none for France. But Brazil making 9 errors, which kept things interesting. This is where Brazil have been hitting the ball from, and about how high, average height, about 3 meters, 18 centimeters, compared to France, who are a few centimeters shorter. Both teams will be telling themselves now, one last push. The top team from the World League coming into these finals in France against the Olympic champions, Brazil. It's come down to the wire, the last set from this year's edition of the World League finals to decide who will be the champion. Adair keeps his place on court. Clevenot keeps his place on court for France. We said something had to give in the warm-up to this match. Something does now have to give. Toniutti with the serve to get the 5th set going. And Lucarelli with the first point to get Brazil going. Good dig from Lucas. And Lucarelli gets the block out, and a 2-0 start already for Brazil. And each time a team has raced away and got a good lead, they've gone on to take the set. This is looking a little ominous for Brazil. A little ominous, I should say, for France. It is only 2-0. However, it's a race to 15, not 25. Engapet gets the better of Lucarelli at that time. It's getting even louder now against the French players as they go to serve. Well, it's just the Lucarelli show at the moment. Keep giving him the ball. Bruno knows he's hot. And Lucarelli is getting the points. Right in the seam. Wallace with the serve. One last rotation with Lucarelli in the front row for the time being. Maurizio unable to make the dig. There's a chance. Lucarelli again gets the point, net touch by Chinanese. A frustrated-looking French team. So Lucarelli into the back row, Maurizio into the front now, Bruno at position 3. He's got 2 more rotations in the front, where France could exploit a potential mismatch through 4. They go wide for Boyer, and he gets it off the block and away. Nice work from Boyer. Ear-splitting noise as Boyer makes the error from the Brazilian fans as Adair now goes back to the serving line. Lucas into the front row. Well, Brazil not happy with that. They felt it stayed in Engapeth's hand for a long time. It is volleyball, not throw ball. That looked like a throw, didn't it? If you're a French fan, it definitely wasn't a throw. It was a perfectly good play from Engapeth. Wallace keeps it in play and gets it back. Brilliant from Wallace. What a set from Bruno, who knew there was nobody at 4 to set the ball to. And despite the fact Wallace has made the play, he's in position, he's ready to go. And he goes over the top of a standing Engapeth and beats Clevenot. Tilly applauding the play as Bruno goes back to serve. Slowed down. Still in play. Brilliant by Grebenikov. Oh, that was clever. Very clever. Engapeth is unhappy because he felt that Brendel was on the 3-meter line when he went to set the ball, but he wasn't. He was behind it, and then he set it. And what was even worse from Engapeth's point of view is that the block took their hands away as he went to go block out. And a timeout is called by France as Brazil open up an important lead in this deciding set. Brazil staying focused. France mustn't let their emotions get the better of them. A fantastic final we're witnessing here at the Arena de Baixada in Curitiba. The atmosphere is second to none. The Brazilian fans doing everything they can to support their team. So far, it's working in this deciding set. Bruno with the serve. This time, Engapeth is quicker than the block. Chinanese missed his last 2 serves. This one he gets in, makes Brazil play. Oh, that's a great dig by Boyer. And again, and it's a net touch by Wallace. Credit Boyer for holding his ground and facing up to Wallace. Just 1 point separating them now. Chinanese again. Oh, he's put Brazil under a bit of pressure here. Change up, Maurizio. And France take the point, and it's all square. Oh, all the noise has suddenly stopped, hasn't it? As France get 2 quick points and level up. It smiles at the moment for the Brazilian fans because it's still within Brazil's capability of winning. But equally so, France have given such a good account of themselves here. They didn't come here to be second best, and they are proving that with the way they are playing. Well, Brazil get lucky. It was a good serve again by Chinanese, very tight to the net. There was nowhere really that Bruno could go, and Lucas with the tip gets the point. And the teams now change ends, as Brazil have got to 8 points. Maurizio, jump floater from him. Well, it's a battle of the outsides at the moment. Leroux and Chinanese, well, they haven't had a hit in probably a set and a half. And it's been up to Engapeth. It's been up to Boyer. It's been up to Clevenot. Similarly, it's been up to Lucarelli and Wallace and Maurizio for Brazil, as the middles do the job of cancelling each other out and opening up the opportunities for the outside players to put the ball away. Lucas. Massive block from Brazil. Eder riding high to shut down France. Oh, that's quality. One big step and lunge out wide. And then he watches and waits and celebrates. Brazil reach double figures first. Oh, Lucas. Not quite finding his mark. Oh, it's exciting and nerve-wracking. Hearts in the mouth moment for all the fans. French and Brazilian. And Engapeth has missed on the sideline. He's going to challenge. Are they going to challenge? Yes, they are. He thinks it's in. Till he had a look, he wasn't doing anything. Well, this could be big. It's either 10-all or it stays as it is. It stays as it is. Brazil have the point. They have a 2-point lead, and now the pressure really is on France. Wallace trying to stay in the moment, stay calm. He's done that, so too Engapeth. Boyer, block out, point France. The quality of volleyball is exceptional, given what's at stake here. And how much it means to these two teams, how much it means to the fans here and at home and around the world watching. Oh, it's landed in! Would you believe it? No one could get to it. Engapev got in the way of it, and it's landed right in the corner. A cruel blow for Brazil, and delight for France as they level up again. Now Leroux, who can do damage from the serving line. Bruno off and running. Lucarelli, as he caught the block. No, he hasn't! But there's going to be a challenge from Brazil.
Challenge, block, dodge.
Well, this game is full of surprises. Twists and turns at every moment. As both teams try to work their way up this snakes and ladders board to the end game, to the gold medal. Have Brazil just slipped down a snake and have France just moved up a ladder. There is no touch. France have moved up the ladder. They have overtaken Brazil right at the business end of this match. It is advantage France, and a timeout is coming from Brazil. What a game. Leroux. Overpass, put down, and now France have an even bigger lead. They're 2 away from victory. Oh, brilliant play from Chinanese. That young man has come of age. Now Leroux's got license to really go after his serve. There was pressure on France. It's now squarely back on Brazil. Net touch, France. Brazil have the point. Wow, what a game. One minute, Chinanese the hero, the next the villain with the net touch. It'll be Lucarelli to serve. And France looking to side out to bring up match point. Renan has come in for Brazil. Adding some height at the net with Maurizio and Eder. And it is now match point for France. 14-12. Are Les Bleus going to silence this crowd? Boyer at the serving line. Are they going to break Brazilian hearts? Well, not this time. Boyer with a complete miss-hit. And a scream around the arena of Bajada as that one goes in the net. But it's still pressure on Brazil here. Sousa coming in to serve. France with what is literally a golden opportunity to win this match. And they get a chance to do it from side out. Sousa. Clevenot. He's done it! It's all over, and France have won the World League here in Curitiba, and they have beaten Brazil on home turf. What a game we have witnessed. France have done it in 5.